Walking Dead.
So in episode 8, the very first thing that's going to be said is Midge going in AMC's The Walking Dead. And I'm going to get a copyright strike.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't
All right.
that accurate? Jeez.
It was pretty good. Okay, so by the way, these tokens have not been updated yet, so they don't have line of sight for your comrades.
Let's say, because all I see is black.
Scroll down, Ben.
Oh!
We're in the compound already.
There's stuff over here.
Jesus.
I see trees of green.
It's taking you a while to get used to the line of sight feature since you didn't have
Yeah,
it for
exactly.
a session.
That wasn't a thing.
Oh,
Okay.
dear
So-
God. Hold on. I just realised something.
What? What, Mitch?
Something
What do your
about my
elf eyes see?
audio. I might not have been recording your voices all this time.
So it's just like 20 minutes of you talking.
Oh, yeah.
You could probably get the file from Bob.
Yeah, I might
might-
have to. Or,
Want
or Ben.
One of us.
Oh, yeah.
If you want the pre-game ramble.
Oh, yeah, I might have to get it from Bob.
Okay.
For your need of 20 minutes of fucking around, I've got you covered.
All right. So, last game, you guys not only, you dropped, got lost, figured out where you were again, engaged an enemy, a few enemies in a farmhouse on a hill, and then after figuring out where you kind of were, remembering your objectives, you finally started moving towards one of those objectives. Again, this all took place. I'm paraphrasing here because it actually took it took a soul crushing 2.5 hours for you to get to this point. So now you have finished clearing out this crossroads where you came across a checkpoint on your way towards what you believe to be a position where an aircraft flyer is coming from. So that is where we are at last session. You've finished clearing of this checkpoint, and now you are, I don't know, very close. You can actually just hear the AA fire much closer. It seems to be deeper in the woods on specifically one of the paths. This one going eastward. Or going to the right.
Okay, so we cleared this place out. We already looted it. Found out all the intelligence we possibly can.
I'm carrying some books.
He's carrying some books. I'm carrying my interesting knife that I found with all sorts of foreign names carved into it. So I think at this point it's time to load up and move out towards the nearby anti-aircraft fire.
Surely that's Bob's goal.
How intact is this heavy stubber, by the way?
Oh, it's been on fire for like 10 minutes.
The one that Ben set on fire with his heavy-duty flamethrower?
Even if the heavy stubber itself wasn't on fire, its ammunition casings have
God.
cooked off like
Oh,
10 minutes ago. There's like,
That's what a heavy stubber,
surprised-
just in case you didn't
Yeah,
know,
might-
that's what a heavy stubber
Might
firing.
be a little dangerous to stand out here in the open next to the...
Yeah.
it's all right. It seemed it didn't have much ammo to begin with. It only had maybe a half belt.
Ben, did you want me to look at your wound before we moved
I
out?
actually really would. I did get shot in the chest.
No, he's not here to help. He's here to help you die. Remember?
Remember, medics don't cure people. They just make them comfortable while they die.
Okay, so I'll do a medical.
You said the Chimera's got a Vox in it, right?
Yes, it's got a main Vox set.
I'd like to be able to see if I can glean how the overall assault is going, if I can,
Okay.
from the Vox.
So you go inside and you switch on to the all channels frequency. You switch to the frequency that is mostly used by your unit, and you're just like you hear just a whole bunch of various reports. It seems like a lot of traffic's going in different directions. You are not hearing major command elements on the net right now.
Okay.
But it's are you going to try calling anyone, or
Get a
are you just
I'll go ahead and report into our what was his name? Captain Tahar, our company commander.
Give me a second. I actually have that written down.
Captain what's his nuts?
Captain.
Captain What's His Nuts is a much better name for him.
Captain
Felhoon
British.
55, Felhoon 55 to Captain What's His Nuts.
Feuerhoon. Feuerhoon, damn it.
Fire
I know what our name is.
Do you?
Feuerhoon.
Also known as Easy.
Feuerhoon 55.
Okay, should I do this Medicaid roll? On
Yeah,
Ben?
while he's dicking around, can we do that?
Yeah.
Do I have any modifiers? Well,
Okay, so you have your actual captain. Your captain is Martin Habeth.
Habith. Okay.
That's your captain of the company. You have a. You also have a lieutenant.
I feel like he should be reporting to our immediate superior.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to do.
It's like,
Yeah, you
call
have
Strader and let
you-
him know what's going on with our particular squad. Who the fuck are you?
Colonel Strader, we took the thing. Are you so proud of us?
it's like
Yeah.
going back to Band of
Notice
Brothers.
me,
It's like Major
senpai.
Winters. He'll going back to his sergeants rather than his lieutenants.
You have your lieutenant is Ludwig Wendell.
Windle. Oh,
All right, so I'm gonna let Wendell know that we have taken this installation.
Okay. It takes you a little bit actually to get him on the Vox. It seems there's a lot of things going on right now.
That would make sense.
It's a clusterfuck of an invasion.
It sounds legit for where we are and our purpose.
But you finally do get him on the horn, and you give like what is your actual report entail? Do you just tell him taking out a checkpoint or what?
Yeah, we've taken out we've captured. Really, we haven't really taken it out. We have liberated for the glory of the Emperor this checkpoint.
Okay.
This is a reply. Just okay.
Good job.
Good work, Sergeant.
Yes, secured up to this point. We're continuing our advance per orders.
Uh,
No, unless he's going to have different orders for us, that's what we're going to do.
nope. Standing orders.
All right, everyone in the Chimera.
Right. Do I have any
Roll out.
modifiers for helping Ben, or is it just my Medicaid roll?
You could take 10, and I'll give you an extra 5 on that.
Okay. So do I just put 5 in? Okay, cool. Whoa! Needed it.
All right.
Not too bad.
Like, yep, you got shot.
Technically,
So
Technically-
I've unwrapped some field dressings. I've put it on Ben, and it's like it'll hold.
yeah. Technically, with medical stuff, there is a time associated with actually healing. So, like, normally it would take you for. I think you're at light damage right now, which usually entail a day or two of healing your toughness bonus worth of damage with a proper Medicaid roll. But I'm going to give you your health points back. I'm going to give you your wounds back because I'm a nice dude.
I feel like what he's telling me is I will need them later.
This session's going to be difficult. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I entailed the next encounter to be the showpiece at the end of the last session.
So it's now the intro to this one.
It's now the intro to this one, and then the one after this was supposed to be the entire third session. So if we get to that, just be careful, guys.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
Roger that.
Oh shit!
Oh, where'd Ben go?
Oh shit! I just crashed.
Your Firefox crashed.
Firefox crashed.
Did I
At
take
least
a
you're on
dive?
Discord.
Yeah,
still.
I'm on Discord
Yeah.
still. So
Yeah, we can talk to each other.
How the hell
Knock
did
on.
your Firefox crash?
It's Firefox.
that's why I don't. That's why I don't use it.
don't think that's why anyone uses it.
This is
Yeah, I don't-
This is what
I
happened.
don't know what the fuck you people are talking about.
Nope. SnowFox is gone. SlyFox is gone.
SlyFox is good.
SlyFox is
What the fuck happened?
Firefox crashed.
What
Did
happened?
you crash too?
No, it all of a sudden just kicked
We're
me out of
slowly
the game.
getting eliminated.
Systematic.
He was laying underneath a chimera when we decided to take off, and no one realized he was there.
All right.
You're an
So you guys load up into the Chimera,
I'm already in it.
and okay. Ben continues to lie in the Chimera.
I got shot, guys. I'm no good.
Got the wind
Continue on
knocked out
with,
of you by that
Play
laser.
about like a scrape on his
continue
arms.
on without
Like,
me. I'm
"Corporal,
not
get
gonna
up,
make it.
Get up, Corporal.
I feel like you'd be more scared about the entire getting attacked by a burning man with a chainsword, but
Oh, that was Ben.
Yeah, it
Wasn't
was me.
it?
Came out with the clutch dodge roll
He also didn't
Clutch-
stop trying to kill you
clutch parry
until he
roll.
died.
until Bob cut his
That would be
spine in
very
half.
traumatizing.
Yeah, I also realized that you should have had a negative 20 to that parry roll.
I think
by
I
the
still
way.
would have gotten it.
I don't know, but maybe. There's the possibility.
Oh, let's see.
It was a.
here.
It was pretty traumatizing for Ben.
But yeah.
No, I would have gotten it because I rolled
Oh,
right
he
here.
rolled
I
a
needed
4.
a 36 and I rolled a 16, so I would have rolled a 36.
Yeah, well, there you go. Okay, so y'all get in the Chimera. What are you gonna do? What are the orders for the Chimera?
Bob,
Because there's a three-way road. One of them leads towards the AA.
We're gonna go towards the AA.
Just gonna go on the road.
Mm-hmm. How far away is the AA?
Geez, now we're getting to this territory again.
maybe we should need to do some sort of test to figure out like how our situational awareness.
Hey, I picked up the awareness trait.
Everyone,
I'll let you guys roll perception or intelligence, both,
I got this one. 50 intelligence. Let's go.
to judge the distance.
I got it.
All right, let's see.
Bob, you're not even sure there is AA fire.
Oh,
Our objective is to take out the AA guns. Those AA guns firing? What are you talking about?
Midge, you guess that maybe on the far end, this might be 600 meters further down the road,
close.
like a little bit more than a half kilometer. Like you were hearing that fire come down.
Wait,
these
don't
streets.
you
By
have
the
a
way,
sound effect for
trees-
AA fire?
I do, but I also realized after the past stream that the one I was using is copyrighted, so I took that out of the rotation.
I haven't
I did
experienced
not
an
have
issue
any
yet.
problems.
No, no, did I.
Yeah,
It was
well,
really
that's
quiet
why
enough
I'm
that
not
it
going to
didn't-
play it by itself.
I was gonna say I think I've had about 20,000 views on the video so far, no problem. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
bro.
I just want to make sure we don't have another problem.
About 50.
So
Did we have one before?
well, no, I don't want there to start being a problem because who knows?
We'll fight them in the vineyards.
I went through and everything else was fine. Everything else was fair use or open source license. It's just a dirt road down this track. It's pretty straight. There seems to be little lines, and on either side, the forest from this point on gets very thick. Your driver would state almost impossible for the Chimera to get through it at a reasonable pace.
I'm actually going to suggest we dismount, leave the Chimera here, and proceed sneakily through the woods to avoid a potential ambush.
will you see this ambush this time?
It's the foliage you would have a hard time getting through, or is it the road that's getting overgrown?
It's the foliage on either side. The road is actually well maintained. It looks like it's well traveled.
So we could take like 400 meters of it in the Chimera and then do the last 200 stretch on foot ahead of the Chimera, and then the Chimera do the whole backup plan again, like we did this time. because that seemed to work.
Mhm.
Like doing the last bit on
I
foot.
kind of want to be
calling it in as
pretty conservative with the Chimera. I don't want it to get knocked out, so I'm definitely going to suggest we not drive the Chimera straight into the anti-aircraft gun.
How many shots does the Chimera have left on its autocannon?
It wasted about a reload on its last session, so it had 3 before. So it's got 2 reloads. Each one is at, I think, 90 rounds.
Yeah, we're down to about what is that?
120.
Yeah, 120 bullets.
And we still got that town to take.
Down to you, Commander Bob.
Yeah, Bob, we're waiting on orders.
Sorry, Sergeant Bob.
Mr. Bob.
We're gonna let you just leave the Chimera here. Actually,
Okay.
is that okay with you, Ben? Jeez.
No, I'm dying.
Are you is the Chimera just going to guard the crossroads, or is it going to be following you, like behind on the road?
No, it's
Like,
going to be at the crossroads.
Okay, so you order Steely, Corporal Steely, to actually just guard this entrance to this road here.
Can everybody get their tokens out behind the Chimera?
Well, the Chimera just kind of moved on me, so
Whoop, everyone fell off the back.
we just lined up, and he
That's
floored
why-
it, and we just
roll like a pack of sardines.
He just wants to make sure you're given
Motivation.
exactly. Wants to make sure about the
right.
orders exactly.
All right.
Is
Ben's got Stu. I've got Tara. Sly, you and your comrade come with me. Midgeman, you stay with Ben.
Oh.
We're making fire teams.
We are.
Yeah.
And who's
What
left?
I'm assuming
That's
is I'm taking the
SnowFox
left
then.
side of the road, and he's taking the right side of the road, and we're moving through the foliage.
Yeah,
You want
and
the loose cannon, Bob.
oh man,
I'm gonna kind of suggest that the heavy guys stay on one side and the light guys stay on the other.
yeah, come with
What-
me.
That would make sense.
Okay.
You're essentially commanding the heavy element of the squad.
Yeah, and then I've got Midge with his clinch like pistol shots or whatever he's got.
Just
I'm
the last
using-
Well,
I'm using
I
the-
always forget that he wanted to take a pistol, but we wouldn't let him.
Yeah.
I believe you wanted a revolver.
Mhm.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Six
what's the
shots,
big-
no reloads.
Yeah, because he
Yeah.
wants
Okay,
to
so
he wants to be ineffective.
So we're just gonna go ahead and advance on either side of the road. About, I mean, how far can we see to the other side through the forest, to the other side of the road, if we're advancing down this thing through the foliage? It's probably not very far.
Well, as you go further in, it gets thicker. Like you can tell that the place you were at before seems to be like kind of a natural forest. But as you go further and further down this road, you can figure out you ever go to like an area that had already been clear cut and then replanted?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know how that's a really thick on the ground forest.
Yeah.
Like it is planted
Mm.
with very little space between the trees.
Midge got it.
Think of it like
Not
that.
what I was doing. There's lots of bunnies
Okay.
in there.
Getting closer.
So as you go further in, it gets a bit harder. So you might have 20 to 30 meters of usable site towards the further and further in, depending on what row you're in.
Okay, we'll go and hang out 5 meters off the road on either side. That's what we'll do. We'll move up cautiously.
Okay. Well, you can see each other because you know where each other is, and you also have your microbeads. But are you what pace are you going at?
At a cautious pace.
Cautious pace. Okay. Well, it takes you a while to get there.
But we're all alive.
Yeah, but you're all
Not getting
alive.
shot at. So far.
And are you gonna follow the road pretty closely? And if it curves, are you gonna curve with it, or
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, it takes you a little bit longer because after about 300 meters, and it starts kind of weaving around what seems to be obstructions. But after a while, you get to an area where you can see just out of sight a clearing. And at this point, the AA fire is cacophonous. It's just like very loud, and it doesn't sound like it's a singular gun either. It sounds like it's multiple individual fire.
A battery.
Yeah. Hold on, so I can get your tokens to this map.
We're out of our element.
We're doing quarantine.
Okay.
Don't worry. I've got explosives, guys. We got this.
Well, now you figured out how to use them between the last engagement and this one.
See, here's the thing. You left your demolition charge
No,
in
I
the
kept
Chimera.
it.
Oh, no,
I kept it
okay.
with me.
No, you kept
So
it.
the way I see
everyone
this
should
working
still
with SnowFox is that while we're like cooling down, like everybody's sitting around smoking a cigarette, and SnowFox is playing with his bazooka, and then Bob just comes
just
up
reading the
behind him,
menu.
picks it up, turns it around, and puts it back down on his shoulder, facing the right direction.
That's the
messing
skill
with it.
training.
that was the skill training.
with the previous session.
Did you see the clip of the Olympic? There was someone handed the other person a water bottle. They went to drink for it. The
Yeah,
teammates
just like that.
turned it around.
That was glorious.
It's like, oh Christ.
So just so we're clear, everyone's equipped the same way that they were in the previous encounter, right? I mean, I'm still rocking my chainsword and my las pistol.
Yes.
I've got my sniper rifle and my flamethrower. Well, not sniper rifle. My good quality las gun that everybody else has. I have the las gun out. I'm not sneaking around with a flamethrower. Like, let's go. Let's get this
Yeah, I got my las gun.
So sneaky though. Flamethrower
sneaky flame. I put a silencer on it.
on your flamethrower.
So now instead of just, it's just.
But
No,
in that
it's like-
time, I've been reading a dictionary, and I've also been reading like battle awareness tactics, just to keep my mind going. What that last engagement scared me enough that
What
I've
was that explodey
focused on
thingy
seeing
that I
people.
shot?
Actually, no, I
How-
shot the guy's
how you
arm
did
and he
one?
dropped it, didn't he?
Oh my.
Oh God.
You come across a large clearing.
Yeah, that is large.
At,
That's what she said.
Oh shit.
Trying to find us.
Oh,
Top left, I think.
oh my.
So these are self-propelled. This is SPA. This is self-propelled AA.
Uh-oh.
you can tell that this camp is not a long-term camp. It seems to be everything but the main building, which has a large antenna array sticking out of it, seems to be movable or breakdownable. There is no fencing or any kind of barrier between the forest and the actual sandbags that seem to be covering most of the sides
Is
of the base.
is the like the different green colors like the delineation of the edge of the forest?
Yes. It also signifies like a slight elevation
Okay.
difference.
Up or down?
That's probably
Down.
higher up.
Down. This seems to be in a slight valley.
Okay.
But like we're talking a few feet. Like it's noticeable, but not mechanically.
You could
A gentle slope.
you could putt on it.
Yeah.
Yes.
In the central part of the base, you can definitely see. Actually, can you see the center part of the base? I forgot where I put the blockers.
not fully.
The tents are blockers, aren't they? You can't see.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we can't.
Yeah.
see
Okay. Okay. Never mind. I won't give too much.
Yeah, I
away.
can't really see the inside of the base. I can see
I
the
don't.
edge.
I don't see the blockers. Like I can't effectively actually see the line of sight as you see it.
Sure you can.
So
Sure you
I'm
can.
depending
Sure
on
you can.
No.
See? Look at it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. No. All right. Yeah. But yeah, you see. Actually, all of you do a plus. Jesus. What's this be considered?
Plus Jesus.
Roll
So
for
we-
initiative. Jesus.
I'm an
What do we
atheist,
roll?
so I think that's minus 20.
What do we roll
this
for
is
initiative?
easy. This is no, you're not rolling initiative. This is an easy roll. Do a plus 30 perception check. Like it is almost
wow.
impossible not to notice.
Well,
this.
I don't know.
Hold
I don't
on.
know. I don't.
You met us?
Well, yeah.
Oh wow!
No.
You say that. I had 70 and I rolled 80.
Oh,
Jesus.
Oh, 85.
SlyFox, by the way, clutch. Only 6 away from being completely oblivious. For the ones that passed,
Bob's the only one who
you
really
know-
got it.
Well, no,
Bob and
because you got it as well, and Midge got it.
Oh, I didn't.
And
I rolled an
Ben did
80.
not.
oh yeah, no, Midge.
I rolled an
didn't. Oh,
85.
yeah.
had
That was
it.
it. It was
Okay.
the other way.
Yeah.
The one suit.
I'm picking
passed.
posies.
No, you're thinking about how cool that would go great of a putting green. That would work.
I've got my rocket launcher like.
Me and Ben just are like talking about something, not understanding the situation.
I'm like looking at my wound. Is it supposed to look like this?
This is supposed to be purple.
I'm just gonna say after we do the rolls like that, just somebody, if I forget, just put like a message to break up the rolls so we can figure out which rolls are for
just
what.
like a page break.
But the ones, for the ones that passed, you noticed this 3 separate like reports to gunfire, like AA. You're seeing 3 separate actual shots going up into the air with every burst. So you deduce that there is probably 3 vehicles.
We can see that already.
Well, it's just like you don't see any more. So 3 seems to be the where it's at.
There's what? Where now?
Yeah.
Putt.
But
I
you
broke
guys
out my
are
putter.
Okay, so
Well,
I guess here's what we're gonna do.
We can see 3 vehicles.
Sneaky Ben.
mhm.
Does anyone here know how to drive these vehicles so we can bring them all close together if we do clear this place? So I can put that one demolition charge of ours to blow all 3 of them up.
We got to be economical about this.
They look like they're unlimbered, like there's some sort of apparatus to keep them anchored to the ground or something like that.
Well, no, I see tires.
What was the range on that heavy stubber again?
you're making me look shit up.
300
300
meters.
I
wasn't it?
was asking the guy who's got the heavy stubber. I wasn't necessarily asking
It's
you.
300. It's fucking 300.
Okay.
It's like 300.
Or no, it's
Oh,
100. No, I was looking at the autocannon. Never mind.
So are these what we're in right now? Are these like bushes or are they trees?
You're in like a collection of trees.
Okay, and we're obscured then. We have
Yes, you're obscured. You're pretty sure that you could if you gave it a wide berth, you might be able to cross the road without being seen. Because there is a lot of trees obscuring the entrance.
I doubt anybody would
rather
hear
than-
anything with 3 anti-aircraft guns going off simultaneously either.
probably. That's why I'm gonna.
Well, that's
rely on
another thing you're hearing. You're hearing a lot of yelling. Like these guys, like if they have normal hearing, they're definitely not able to use it because they're like you're hearing people talking about random shit and they're just practically screaming over each other.
Simmons.
What?
Well, immediately what I'm gonna suggest is that me and Midge take up positions to the north. Kind of. Let's see. How do I ping it? How do you ping?
Hold left.
Hold down with the pointer. button.
Basically around this area because that will give us pretty clear lines of fire, like into the various areas. If you guys could maybe take up positions around this area or down here, I think a good way to start the attack would be to have SnowFox immediately pull out his grenade launcher and see if he could just knock one of these things right out off the bat with a well-placed grenade.
Oh god.
Have SlyFox open up on one of the bunkers with his heavy stubber to try to suppress them, and then have me and Midge try to pick off people from the rear while they're distracted from the other side.
These are open topped, right, Roach?
Well, no, the back ends are open. Like it seems to be like kind of like a flatbed. The front bit it's very not just like a deuce and a half. It seems to be like an armored fighting vehicle, but with the back end kind of just cut down and an AA gun plopped on top of it.
Okay.
So like a half track.
Yeah, but it's all tires. Like there's no track.
Yeah, well, that sort of shape.
Yeah.
If I shoot a rocket launcher and I do hit actually hit where it's supposed to go, I
Yeah.
can take out this much of a range. I can get them all in this blast.
I like how Ben said accurate grenade.
I did
which is kind of an oxymoron.
I did very specifically add that in there because with a good roll, we could take out one of these anti-aircraft guns and its crew without any trouble. Then have
Well, I
Sly
don't know if we'll pick up
suppress one of the open bunkers with this heavy stubber, while we try to pick off the inhabitants.
Yeah,
Don't forget-
the only problem is, Ben, where you've put them is a fair old nick away from us, and we'll have eyes on another AA gun that they won't because of the tents and things. So we'll be dealing with a total of 8 troops, while they'll be dealing with a total of 8 troops, but their 8 troops will be different to our 8 troops, with like 3 of them as a crossover.
Well, the only problem would be
section.
if the grenade, the first shot, completely misses.
Yeah, which could be a likely
Highly likely.
possibility.
Well, that's my suggestion for the plan here. It's up to Bob in the end.
I actually think I really agree with trying to do that. Try to take out this whole installation with one go.
SnowFox agrees that he's allowed to finally use his rocket launcher.
Yeah.
How many? Those are frag rounds, right? In that thing.
It won't destroy the AA gun, I don't think, but it will
If we
kill all infantry
infantry-
personnel around it if it hits.
Yeah.
Can we? Are these AA guns pretty well fixed to be pointing up in the air? Can they be leveled at us?
It looks like they could level out if they so wanted to. Like think like a oh Jesus, what do you call those things? Like you ever see like on a naval ship like a Bofors or a 40 mil?
Mm-hmm.
Like one of those kind of things. It seems kind of like that. Like if you had to place it just in terms of this setting, it's like 2 twin-linked autocannons.
Okay.
Okay. We don't want to be in the way of those things.
No, because they would rip us to shreds.
You won't get back up. Midgeman will be there watching you die, and there's nothing he can do to make you comfortable.
Yeah. I mean,
you
I
note-
would hold your hand, but it might be in 2 pieces.
You should also
Different parts of the continent.
note there is very little cover in the forest, like actual hard cover. Everything seems to be trees.
Yeah,
which,
I only see a few rocks, which would be the only hard cover.
Okay. How many smoke grenades does everybody have?
We all have one.
1 each.
One.
No.
except for you, Bob, because
One of us used one last time. Remember?
Oh
Not all.
God, it hit me. Yeah, I remember.
Tactical concealment strategy. Damn it.
So
I don't know if I blocked it out correctly or not, but in the on the right side of the base, there is a concrete structure. Just remember that it is it's fairly similar to the one you just dealt with, just a little larger. And on the top, there is a large antenna array.
So we got a radio base. Okay. So
There's probably
as what
so
we're
much
saying,
going on that if they actually contacted somebody, I don't think that's going to be that big of a deal.
I could always try to
But
sneak in and do a little damage before the main attack. I do have. I am trained on sneak, and I have better agility than I had before.
So, well, basically, we don't have much cover, so we've got to get to their first line of cover as soon as possible. And this one up here, at the top here, isn't being aimed at by either of the 2 guns. So if we could take out these first 3 closest to us and use their cover, then we might be able to do it. Because, I mean, the other guys are all so close to the guns, they might not hear us.
This gun right here can easily be trained on us in cover over here.
well, that's what I'm asking real quick.
Can they rotate?
It doesn't have horizontal.
It's an anti-aircraft gun. I'm pretty sure it needs to fire in more than just one fixed angle.
It looks fixed though, or at least mostly fixed.
Like I said, if you ever see like a naval anti-aircraft gun, it has like a 360-degree kind of movement, and it can go like straight up in the air.
So
Like,
it can go up to 90 degrees, it can go 360 degrees around, and it can go at least down to level. And we're
you're
above
seeing
it,
that too. Like it is like they're actively firing.
It's not.
It has the capability of
It's not
firing
like
at
we're
us,
gonna
so-
be able to get below it because it's on a lower plane than us. So it would actually have to pivot up a degree or 2 to hit us. So it's not like we're gonna get below its degree of traverse.
That's
Unless
probably what
we're
you're
right
gonna
next to
do
it.
right there.
Yeah, we would have to be standing like within a few meters probably to be under its line of fire.
You do also notice that they seem to be Well, Ben and Midge might be able to see a little better. I'm not sure, but you do notice that they are storing crates of ammunition.
I can see that
next to the vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
Another option
all conveniently placed on the opposite side of which we can't actually shoot at.
Another option I see is possibly sneaking up to around this region and seeing if I can't. I know that's quite a distance from actual cover to over here, but if I can get close without anybody seeing me, I could get a crack grenade into one of these from this side. I do have sneak and a better agility than I did before.
What's your skill with the rocket launcher now, Snow?
It's trained.
He can fire. Well, he's got the skill. No, he's got the skill for it.
So
like he just took weapons training.
I don't get any.
It's like if he was firing a las gun.
Okay,
It
right.
depends on how it aims.
So I just need to, get my bonus from aiming and stuff like that. And if I take my time, I'll get like a +10 or a +20. If I take like a full round to aim it.
Take a full round. You can. If you take a full round, you can get a +20.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can get a +20 for a shot on it, which would be I would have to roll under like a 51.
Okay, so here's how we're gonna do this.
Also, I also have my flamer available.
Yeah, that will feature prominently. Don't you worry. So here's what we're gonna do. My team is gonna head down to the S, where SlyFox is gonna open up in a nice cone, where all of this is. Oops, that's not the draw tool. Where all this is. Oopsie daisy. Thing
Penny agrees.
moved.
This, Bob.
All going to be shooting in this direction because it's a big cone of fire, right? So I want him to lay down fire from where the S is that I drew on the left side of the map. You're going to be hanging out with him too, SnowFox, and you're going to unleash a few of your frag rounds on some stuff. What's this going to happen? You're going to be aiming for that for the AA wagon in the back is what you're going to be aiming at. Now, while
this one,
yeah, that guy right there. Now, while that's going on, once they've been thoroughly distracted by all of our nonsense, that's when Ben's team's going to start moving up and flanking from the north.
What position did you want us to move towards before we open fire on anybody?
B, I think.
Just going to point out, you guys can't see the opposite end of the base fully. There are things that are obscured by the shadow. So
then we won't know until we move. I could always.
Yeah, we're not going to know that.
I can try to sneak into that position before you guys open fire to see if I can get a better sight on what's down there.
Say if Ben went to hold on, say here, I set up here, and then you guys are here, and then Bob, maybe you got closer than those two, go there. And then we got a baseline of fire where
Wouldn't that put Bob in the line of fire for the heavy stubber?
Oh shit, yeah, it would.
He probably should want to go right here behind the heavy.
I was willing to hear his entire plan first before pointing out the obvious, but it's okay. Carry on, Midge.
You know what I meant. And then we've got one better line of sight because Ben will be able to see directly through the center of camp, and we'll know what we're dealing with before we open fire. But then we've also got a baseline of fire.
I'm wary about pushing anybody out that far just because while they can't hear anything, they can certainly still see. Their eyes will still work. It's not like that Ghostbusters character where they hear with their eyes. They'll be able to see still, right? So I'm wary about having Ben or anybody cross an open field.
What about this little very heavy trees here? If he came around the back like that,
yeah, I would just have to cross the back. I could get up there and maybe even sneak up to the rock, the hardcover. From the hardcover, I can get my flamethrower into the entire AA nest right over here.
The thing is, I want that whole team to be able to move up and have guns ready to fire. Essentially, I'm trying to get a bonus to everybody's stealth in a kind of in a way by distracting that whole northern group to look over at my team.
Okay.
that way that entire fire team that you've got, Ben, can just move up, be on that north side, and then start killing people or blowing stuff up or whatever it is that needs to happen so that we can advance.
How do I delete shit?
Then
Yeah,
click and drag, and then hit delete.
with the pointer, the mouse.
Oh, okay.